morning, welcome to the video. Good to see everybody again this week. We took last week off. It was forgettable for a few reasons. Nothing too crazy happened, and yeah, had kind of a crummy experience with an inspector that I didn't really want to document. I'll try to talk about it later in the video, just to kind of give everybody a heads up. But yeah, this week has been a great reset. Also last week, it kind of sucked to hold the camera. It was terribly cold, and my truck says 37 right now, so things are certainly on the way up. So today I'm actually picking up my partner John here. He bought a new vehicle, so he needs a ride to the dealership, so I'm going to pick him up, drop him off there so he can get that taken care of, and then I'll get to work with some other things, check in with hopefully some fun news later. We've got a new listing this week, 15 acres. Can't wait to share with you. Little trick of the trade: when you put signs in the winter, you need a masonry bit. Hey guys, as promised, we got a little time to talk about the newest listing for Big Rivers Real Estate. We've got just under 15 acres here. We're in eastern St. Croix County. It's a Glenwood City School District. Really cool property here. So the address is 2929 110th. I'll put a link to the listing in the description if you want to check it out. So what would be the northern portion of the property has some scattered hardwoods. And then it's really neat, as you kind of crest over this hill, it drops down into a small ravine and kind of a thicket area with some pines sprinkled throughout. So, you know, if you're a bow hunter, it's awesome to get back in there. Or if you just want to walk around, they have ATV and walking trails cut already. This property's ready to go. If you want to hang out as rec land, or if you'd like to build your house, there's no builder restrictions or anything like that. Priced at $189,900. Good morning. Happy Friday. At least it's Friday for me right now. Not sure when you guys are watching it, but thanks for tuning in. Getting wrapped up for the week. I popped into a listing of mine here in White Bear Lake. Just want to check on a few things. We've got 2 open houses here this weekend. So one tomorrow, Saturday, 2 to 4, if you happen to watch this video before then. That's March 1st. And then Sunday, March 2nd, I think it's 11 to 1. Check the website. I'll put a link down below, I think. Come check it out. Priced at $799. Pretty sweet place. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of wrap up the week here. It's been a doozy for several reasons. Some good things, you know, and always some challenges to work through. I was just on the phone with a friend of mine who's a general contractor as well. I'll put his website in the link below. His name's Tony. Awesome guy. We have a mutual client who wants to build a really cool custom home, kind of call it like a Scandinavian or Nordic theme. So real clean lines, not necessarily an A-frame, but definitely that high peak with a big tall loft. So it was fun to talk with Tony, kind of get his feedback on it, and yeah, we'll see if things start to come together as we keep looking for land. I know I touched on it before. You guys saw we're putting a sign in over at the newest listing for Big Rivers. That's at 2929 110th Avenue in Glenwood City, Wisconsin. Also link below for that listing. You can check that out. It's just under 15 acres, and I mean, if you're looking to build your house, that is the spot. Where you enter in the driveway, you really go in, and that's kind of the high point of the property. Maybe call it 100 yards off the road. You'd be facing the south, looking over this kind of draw little ravine, and it's, yeah, pretty cool spot if you want to build there. And if you want to just go there and use that for rec land, that's cool too. That's what these folks who I'm selling it for, that's what they've done. They go there to hunt, they've camped out there. There are ATV trails cut throughout the property, or walking paths, whatever you want to use it for. And then in that part of St. Croix County, actually all the township roads are considered ATV trails. So if you ride side by side or you ride a traditional four-wheeler, like you can drive out your driveway and you're on what's considered an ATV route and connect to all the trail systems throughout. We're priced at $189,900 for that property. If you have questions, reach out, let me know. To get to the kind of nuts and bolts of this week, and you'll see this in the newsletter as well. Hopefully you guys read that. Obviously we've had a bit of a heat wave here this week as it blows like crazy outside. It's not particularly hot today, but or warm, I should say. But with springtime comes spring chores. It's probably my least favorite email of the year to write because it reminds me of all the things that I need to do in my own home. But nevertheless, that's part of home ownership. We have responsibilities, we have things to do. I'm just going to run through a few things here. It's not an exhaustive list. Hopefully it stimulates a little bit of the thought process for you. Your own home may need more things, fewer things done. But again, it's that time of year. Very soon we'll see a rain come down, and especially with the ground not completely thawed, that can be kind of a scary thing. So hopefully you have your downspouts on. That's one of the checklist items. I'm just gonna go through these and jot them down if it works for you, add to the list, comment below, tell me, comment below, tell me your least favorite spring chore to do. That would be a hilarious thread to see. Spring checklist, it might be a little premature right now, I'll kind of leave it up to you, but just turn your water spigots back on, your exterior spigots. Hopefully you shut them off through the winter and turn the water off inside the house. But you can turn those back on, again, maybe wait a couple more weeks. I have a sneaking suspicion we'll get that like 2-foot snow later this month. Clean out your gutters and clear downspouts. Especially right now, there could be some ice kind of built up around the downspouts, so just make sure that's out of the way, because if we do get a rain, as we all know, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, we had a terrible rain before the ground was thawed, and you could have had the driest basement in the county and somehow you still got water in your basement. Make sure they are on and clear of debris so they can get the water away from your house, because that water will not soak into the ground when it's frozen. The next thing, I don't even want to say it because I have to do it and I'm not looking forward to it. Stain or paint your deck, whatever material you like to use. In my case, I actually have to replace my decking boards, so that will be a very substantial project this year. I guess we'll wish each other luck if that's on your list of things to do too. But pay attention to your deck boards, and again, probably if you haven't stained them in the last couple of years, you might be due for it. Put your screens back on. I don't know about you, but all the windows I take my screens off in the winter for a couple reasons. One, it lets in more light. Fun fact, if you're selling your house, take the screens off also, because screens block out roughly 25 to 30% of natural light that comes in the house. So take your screens off, feels a lot brighter, 20 to 30% brighter. And if you've taken those off in the winter, put them back on. And then the last thing, and I say this because I have to as well, let's purge some stuff. Let's make a pact, all of us here, that we will purge items. I'll tell you specifically what I am going to purge are my winter boxes that I have, whether it's clothes or decorations maybe for the holidays, whatever it was. If I have a box that I haven't opened throughout this winter, it is going straight to the donation pile. I think it's so important that we take, especially as we move into a new spring, a new year, that we take that time to kind of release that burden off of ourselves. I hope you're able to do some purging. I'll certainly be doing some myself, and I actually have to reorganize my entire garage as well. If anybody's bored on a Saturday, let me know. You can come help me out. That's what I have for you this week. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, supporting Big Rivers Real Estate, and you know, just kind of watching as we continue to build this brand. And anyway, a heartfelt thank you. I do appreciate you tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.